Hey, so welcome back. Folks, in our last video, we had the opportunity of creating a little bit of an overview to give you a basic understanding of what the Purification and Detoxification program was really all about. And what I'd like to do today is to dive a little bit deeper, maybe help you to ask the question, hey, why should I consider participating, or should I, myself and my family? Well, first of all, remember, as I mentioned last time, I believe that all of us, we're looking for longevity and quality of life. What we want to do is we want to stay as youthful as we possibly can. Beyond the aesthetics, for me, it's all about being functional. What can I do so that I can be in my 60s, my 70s, and my 80s, and still enjoy doing the things that I want to do? Or if I'll finally have some time and finally have some money, what I need is my body to work well. Maybe to take a vacation that you were hoping for on your bucket list. There's 1,000,001 reasons for doing it, and I'm not here to try to convince anybody, but you know what, folks? If you resonate with this philosophy, if you're looking for means of helping to stay that way, or for your loved ones, if for whatever reason you don't resonate with this, we're hoping that this video can give you some basic and good understanding for how the Purification and Detoxification program can support that. So anyway, let's dive into this. We had mentioned that the standard process Detoxification and Purification program is basically a 21-day program. So once we make this commitment, we don't have any excuses and what we're going to be doing and where we have to go, and I'm going to miss this barbecue, whatever it may be. We have 21 days that we're going to commit to a new lifestyle, a new way of eating, a new way of nourishing the human body. And what we're going to do is spend the first 1 through 10 days, yes, the first 10 days, eating strictly vegetables, brown rice, and lentils. And if you think that sounds limiting, it really isn't. And you'll see, my wife Jody has put together 4 pages, and we will be giving this out as well. As a nice little bonus, but you'll be able to see there's a whole host of stir fries and such amazing, delicious, and certainly nutritious meals that can be created so that we can enjoy ourselves and understand that this is a way of loving ourselves rather than putting punishment into our bodies. So with that, yes, you are eating 3 meals a day if you choose to. Some people prefer to do the 2 or 3 shakes that are necessary, and they're very simply stated, there are some powders, there are some things that are desiccated vegetables. Once again, it's gone through a process where all these vegetables are into a powder, and we make a nice shake, with a certain amount of water, some ice, and a variety of whole food fiber that comes with it, some nutritional supports, but more importantly, you're adding a whole host of a variety of fruits. Mostly berries, because we don't want to have too much fruit, even though everybody says eat a lot of fruits, but fruits are high in sugar. But that's what gives the taste to the shakes, and they truly are very delicious. So between the ice, the water, some vegetables, you could even add some different type of greens. Some people put a handful of spinach or arugula, but it makes a delicious shake that is highly nutritious. And if a person chooses not to have a meal, but just wants to have the shake itself, you need to understand it is so nutritionally sound and nutritionally dense that you are, in essence, having a meal. So please understand, you are not limiting yourself in terms of your eating. Now, following the first 10 days, after you have limited yourself to just vegetables, some brown rice, and lentils, you can then add your fish, your chicken, some lean meats to the next 11 through 21. So now you're eating a little bit more of a variety, but we are still staying with almost all of the vegetables, just adding a little bit of the chicken, the meat, and the fish if you choose to do so. Remember, the standard American diet, ladies and gentlemen, leads to a cascade of what we call inflammatory hormones. And we're not going to get into the biochemistry of this, but what I need you to understand is that by eating a whole host of sugar, and sugar is found everywhere. So many of the patients say, oh my God, I can't believe it now that I've paid attention. And that's really what this is all about. Folks, we live unconscious lives, and you don't realize what you are feeding your family, your children. Enormous amounts of sugar, enormous amounts of what we call refined carbohydrates, refined grains in the forms of bread and crackers and all this kind of stuff. Now, many people refer to all of this as, oh my God, but that's my comfort food. Yes, but the wise guy's wisdom is going to tell you that it is your comfort food. That is what's making you uncomfortable. So what do I mean by that? This cascade of hormones that is giving rise to all of these different itises. Now you know what I mean by itises. Bursitis, arthritis, sinusitis, colitis, bursitis, all of the joint pains that people complain about. And you'll hear in our next video when we have a bunch of testimonials about how people, just by changing how they eat, just by changing their lifestyle, it has made a profound difference in making so many of these things go away. And some people say, that's ridiculous. Well, that's your choice. And so a wise guy's wisdom is trying to bring forth basic information that is known by many of us who participate, but not known by so many who have bought into the commercials on television, radio, and all of the different media that the pharmaceutical companies are saying, in order to get rid of sinusitis, you've got to take something for your sinus. In order to take care of your arthritis, you've got to take something for that particular area. And before you know it, once again, like the typical American, they're on 6, 8, 10, or 12 different medications, and who knows what the complications are. So the whole purpose of a wise guy's wisdom, ladies and gentlemen, is to open up a plethora of possibilities in a world where people have such tunnel vision. So what I always tell people, I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. What I do want to do is to make a difference in people's lives. And by sharing all of this, these will give you the opportunity to maybe even consider things that you never considered before, nor have your doctor ever made a recommendation. Now, many people like to go back to their doctor and talk about this, and I invite you. But if a doctor is not trained in the world of nutrition, if a doctor is only looking at a pill for every ill philosophy, they're not going to be open nor are they knowledgeable about this. So we have to learn to take personal responsibility for our health, and that's really what a wise guy's wisdom is all about as well. So folks, we have a solution. And this solution is an interest in a person saying, you know what, if it is to be, it's up to me. I would like to take personal responsibility for what I choose to put into this magnificent machine called my body. You know, we rent space here on this planet for only a short period of time. And I don't know about you, I want to hang out as long as I can, but I also want to be as well as I possibly can. So, once again, resonate with this. Please, I want you to stay tuned. We're going to have on our next video a group of people giving their testimonials, sharing based upon what they wanted to do, and that is to reach out to others because they were not aware of this simple way of making life-changing, transformative experiences in their life. So I hope you'll tune in, watch for the next video, watch for what regular people just like you and me have to say about this particular procedure. Purification, detoxification, a wonderful, wonderful way to go forward in our lives. Hope to see you there.